Alright guys, get excited because today I'm going to share with you my top products for hyperpigmentation that are pregnancy safe. Hi, my name is Dr. Jenny Liu. I'm a board-certified dermatologist and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about products that I recommend to treat hyperpigmentation, which is one of the biggest skin concerns that comes up during pregnancy, whether it's acne-related post-acne marks or another condition called melasma. Now, certainly when it comes to ingredients during pregnancy, majority of what you put on your skin are going to be safe. The things that you want to avoid are topical retinoids, hydroquinone, as well as a derivative hydroquinone, which is called arbutin, as well as limit the use of salicylic acid. Now that you can't use it, but avoid it in using in large quantities. For sure, retinoids, hydroquinone, and arbutin are a no-go. Salicylic acid in like cleansers, as well as like spot treatment for acne is fine. But I'm avoiding any sort of salicylic acid ingredients in today's list of products, mostly because for treatment of hyperpigmentation, majority of the times you're going to be using it twice daily on a regular basis and to potentially large surface areas of the face or body. So these are categories of ingredients as well as products that I recommend that are going to be very safe to use throughout your pregnancy. For most of these products are often formulated with multiple ingredients together because we know when it comes to lightening up dark spots, it's going to work better after ingredients that are paired together with other ingredients that work synergistically. It's going to work better than using them alone. So we can't talk about treating hyperpigmentation without talking about the most important thing, which is sunscreen and photo protection. By far, that is absolutely the most important thing you need to do. You can invest in all these skincare products, but literally like a day in the sun will undo all the hard work that you have been trying to achieve for the past few months. So sunscreen is an absolute must. If you have darker skin tone, you may want to consider using a tinted sunscreen because we know that in skin of color individuals, visible light from the sun can play a huge role in driving the hyperpigmentation. Not so much if you have fair skin. And tint is made of iron oxide, and that is the only ingredient in sunscreen that's been shown to block visible light. Now, certainly antioxidants like vitamin C can also be helpful, but you may want to consider using a tinted sunscreen. As far as like what is the best sunscreen to use, you can check out my other older videos on my recommendations for various different types of chemical to mineral sunscreens. And again, sunscreen is one of those products that is very much a personal choice. So go with something that you're comfortable using, that you like enough that you will want to wear on a regular basis. The most important thing is to remember to apply adequate amount, and when you are fighting hyperpigmentation, reapplying throughout the day. So maybe morning, lunch, afternoon, and maybe evening depending on where you live when the sun sets can be very helpful. Furthermore, you cannot rely on sunscreen alone. Sun protective clothing, wide brim hat, all that good stuff are going to be key when it comes to effectively treating hyperpigmentation. Now, having said that, there is one sunscreen that I have not talked about before that I recommend you considering if you are battling hyperpigmentation. And this is a great product if you like to simplify your routine, looking for a moisturizer with sunscreen, as well as helping to fight hyperpigmentation. And that is Aveeno's Positively Radiant SPF 30. The reason why I recommend this one is, number one, it's a moisturizer and sunscreen in one, SPF 30, which is kind of the go-to number that we recommend for daily use. But what is really key here is it contains soy and soy protein. And so soy, we know, is an ingredient that helps to fight and improve hyperpigmentation. It actually inhibits melanin transfer to the skin cells, to the keratinocytes. And Aveeno has actually conducted a clinical study looking at 60 plus patients using a regular SPF 30 versus their SPF 30 plus soy. And what's been found is that clinically, there's significant improvement not only in fine lines and wrinkles, but also the hyperpigmentation as well as dullness. So this is certainly something that you can easily incorporate into your routine since you're going to be needing sunscreen anyway. If you are looking for sunscreen that is a moisturizer and sunscreen in one, that will also help with hyperpigmentation. Now let's jump into the products. So to start, we're going to talk about the alpha hydroxy acid family of products. And the first one is from Glytone, their enhanced brightening serum that retails for $74. This contains azelaic acid along with glycolic acid and hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. We know that glycolic acid and azelaic glycolic acid are very safe to use during pregnancy. They work really well together. Both help to improve dullness and hyperpigmentation. I like this product because it's more on the creamier side, and with the hyaluronic acid and vitamin E can be more hydrating, and often because of glycolic acid products, it can certainly burn. In a creamier formulation, sometimes that burning is slightly less. And also, I really appreciate Glytone's clinical research. They do have a lot of clinical data behind their product formulation. And so this is one product, certainly if you're looking for an alpha hydroxy acid and azelaic acid in one, this is one to consider. The next one is from La Roche-Posay. Their Glycolic B5 serum that retails for $40. This contains 10% glycolic acid, tranexamic acid, vitamin B5, and a little bit of lipohydroxy acid, as well as kojic acid. So already here, that's going to help working together to help hyperpigmentation. Couple things just to be mindful of is that 10% is a stronger strength of glycolic acid. It's a more of a liquid serum, but certainly something not everybody is able to tolerate, at least using on a daily basis. So certainly you can consider either spot treating or using it only a few times a week. When it comes to the ingredients mentioned in here, the glycolic as well as the kojic acid and vitamin B5 is very safe. Tranexamic acid, we don't have a lot of clinical data on its safety during pregnancy. However, tranexamic acid is an oral medication that OBs will prescribe during pregnancy to prevent bleeding during pregnancy. And certainly with topical formulations, the risk of it going into your body with just topical use is very minimal. The other ingredient is called lipohydroxy acid, and that is a derivative of salicylic acid. Certainly, again, we have very limited data on the safety of lipohydroxy acid. But again, here, with the way this product is formulated, I recommend really not using it on a daily basis because it can really increase irritation. Limiting the use to a few times a week, this product can be fairly safe during pregnancy. Next one, if you have more sensitive skin, consider CeraVe's Renewing Nightly Exfoliating Treatment. That retails for $22. This contains 5% glycolic and lactic acid, and it's a creamier formulation. Along with the ceramides, in general, I find CeraVe's products to be more tolerable on sensitive skin. So another great option that only contains the alpha hydroxy acid, so it doesn't have the other pigment fighting ingredients, but certainly with this alone, you can get improvement in the dullness and improve the brightness of your complexion and overall skin tone. I recommend working your way up to it, but it can be used nightly. It can even help replace your retinoid at night to help with fine lines and wrinkles as well. Now, going down the list of alpha hydroxy acid, Mandelic acid is another great option for those who are more acneic, so more prone to acne, have oily skin. Mandelic acid actually has properties that allows it to work more effectively on the oil glands, but it's still very safe. And so it's great for those who are acne prone, more oily, but also suffer from hyperpigmentation. And because it's a much bigger molecule, it is going to be less irritating than glycolic acid. And so even more suitable for those with sensitive skin. So two products I recommend. One is from The Ordinary. They're 10% mandelic acid and hyaluronic acid, a little more of a hydrating serum that certainly you can gradually work up to using once daily. And that retails for $8 on Sephora. And if you are looking more for like a lightweight evening moisturizer that's going to help you with evening out skin tone, but it's going to also lightweight and function as like 2-in-1 product to use, then consider the Night Corrector moisturizer from Exuviance. And this retails for $48. I really like this product because its gel cream formulation is lightweight, great moisturizer, and you're certainly going to get brightening benefits with the mandelic acid. This also contains polyhydroxy acid, which is another class that belongs to the hydroxy acid category that's much larger. It's a great as an antioxidant, helps to hydrate and repair your skin barrier. Also over time helps with evening the skin tone and improving dullness. I also really like in general Exuviance's line of products when it comes to hydroxy acids because they are formulated by the creators of alpha hydroxy acids for skincare. Next, let's jump into an ingredient that's become very popular over the years, and that is tranexamic acid. So the first product I want to talk about that contains tranexamic acid is from Skinceuticals, their Discoloration Defense. This retails for $102. It is not cheap. However, this is one of the few topical tranexamic acid that's ever been published that's been shown to really help improve melasma melasma. Obviously, there are a lot of very similar formulations, and tranexamic acid isn't something that's super tricky to make. However, there is something to be said about products that just demonstrate great clinical efficacy. Skinceuticals is one of those line of products that I really enjoy and love myself because of just how much science that goes into their formulation and the clinical studies that they have. This product is a light yellow serum, and it does oxidize over time, so certainly something that you kind of want to use up within a reasonable amount of time. And this contains 3% tranexamic acid. Now, tranexamic acid topically between 3 to 5% is what it's been shown to be effective in helping with melasma as well as hyperpigmentation. So 3% tranexamic acid, 1% kojic acid, 5% niacinamide, as well as another acid to help improve skin turnover, and it works as a gentle exfoliant. So certainly it's got a list of great ingredients, fairly gentle and tolerable, that will help. Now, going down the list with more affordable options, one you can consider is just from the Inkey list. They have one that is $15 on Sephora. It contains slightly less concentration of 2% tranexamic acid. And again, like I mentioned, most of the studies show 3 to 5%. We don't know how much less or if it's just as effective, but certainly with $15, I feel like you can't really go wrong. It contains also vitamin C derivative along with other antioxidants. So again, additional ingredients that can help work together in improving the uneven skin tone. So you kind of see a trend, guys, that a lot of these serums that contains tranexamic acid will often have like kojic acid and niacinamide in them as well. But another one that I really like is from Naturium, the tranexamic acid 5% serum. This retails for $20. It contains 5% tranexamic acid, kojic acid, niacinamide, as well as licorice root. So again, lots of great ingredients that are safe, that works together to help to fight hyperpigmentation. Another slightly more affordable option available at Target is from Versed. Their out of sight dark spot gel. And this is a gel that reminds me of lots of different like spot treatments with salicylic acid, and certainly you would use it as a spot treatment. It's a clear gel, applies really nicely, is not very sticky, and certainly this is fairly affordable at $17, and it contains again 2% tranexamic acid, 1% kojic acid, 5% niacinamide, and 1% licorice root. So again, very similar ingredients, very gentle and tolerable, so it can be used twice daily. Now, if you are really looking for a niacinamide based product, the one that I really recommend, because niacinamide is just so ubiquitous and used for many different skin concerns like hydration, anti-aging, and what have you. But there is one that I recommend that is specifically formulated to help target hyperpigmentation, and that is from First Aid Beauty. Their Facial Radiance Dark Spot Serum that retails for $42. And this contains the appropriate percentage of 4% niacinamide along with licorice root, amino acid that is similar to phenylalanine, which is an amino acid that's used to make pigment, but here it kind of works almost as like an inhibitor to reduce pigment formation. And it's more of a hydrating serum, which is what I like, because often for these products that help to fight hyperpigmentation, it can burn, it can be irritating, can be dry. So certainly I personally, with my more dry skin, appreciate a more milky white hydrating serum. So that is certainly one to check out if you are not interested in tranexamic acid but still want something with ingredients that's going to help with hyperpigmentation. Lastly, let's talk about vitamin C. Vitamin C is one of those no-brainers because it does a lot of other great things for our skin. In addition to being an antioxidant, an ingredient that you can safely incorporate into your routine is like an anti-aging ingredient, especially because we can't really use retinols or retinoids during pregnancy. But also vitamin C helps with hyperpigmentation and inhibits tyrosinase, the enzyme that makes pigment. And so it is a great kind of like 2-for-1 ingredient. And certainly majority of us use an antioxidant serum in the morning. So the first one I recommend is one of my holy grail products from Skinceuticals. Now, certainly I love the C Ferulic, but if you are more prone to hyperpigmentation, you should check out their CF Phloretin. So this contains their vitamin C, ferulic acid, but also Phloretin, which is an antioxidant that you can find in fruits like mainly apples that actually has been shown to inhibit tyrosinase, which is again that enzyme that I mentioned earlier that is the first key step in forming pigment. I believe it retails for like $168, but again, being the fact that it's made from the brand that has the most studied vitamin C serum on the market, I certainly trust their formulation, and this product I actually will use in the summertime. It's great for those with more oily skin versus C Ferulic is more for dry skin. Now, if you are looking for a more affordable option, then certainly consider the one from Glow Recipe, their Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. And this is such a pretty pink bottle, and I feel like sometimes just using products that are very nicely packaged makes me feel happier And so certainly, obviously, this is one, I think, big draw of the product for me is just how pretty it looks and puts me in a brighter mood. But this retails for $45. So this contains 5 different types of vitamin C. DHT ascorbate, which we know is a liposoluble, very stable and effective vitamin C. In addition, it contains ethylated vitamin C as well as ascorboglucoside. And the latter two doesn't have as much data on its effects when it comes to like anti-aging, but certainly has been shown to be helpful in fighting hyperpigmentation. And also contains other vitamin C derivatives and also extracts from guava, which is a fruit that contains high abundance of vitamin C. So certainly you're getting quite a bit of vitamin C in this formulation, but also it contains vitamin E, ferulic acid, and a little bit of tranexamic acid that's going to work together to help with the efficacy and stability of vitamin C, but also help to fight hyperpigmentation and also work as an antioxidant to fight off environmental damage throughout the day. Another product that I really like is from Peach Lily. They're Transparen-C, and this retails for $43. It's another vitamin C serum that contains, again, a different type of liposoluble vitamin C that is not as commonly found in the market here, but is more prevalent in Asia like Japan and Korea. And you can find them in Peach Lily's products as well as The Ordinary and Tatcha's vitamin C. But this contains a very similar liposoluble vitamin C called ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate. And this is, again, not as many studies, but certainly the studies that are available does show it's very stable, very similar to the THD ascorbate, where it's gonna be a little more gentle and less irritating. And this also contains vitamin E, ferulic acid, as well as kojic acid that's gonna work together in helping to improve dark spots and uneven skin tone. One last product I recommend is Hero Cosmetics. So this is one if, again, you like to simplify, or you've got active acne, you may be a picker, or you're looking for a product that's gonna help heal your acne while working on the hyperpigmentation. So you guys probably have seen acne patches out there. I'm certainly a big fan to put on to, number one, help it heal, to minimize irritation, especially under masks that I wear at work. And certainly if you're a picker, it can really minimize the discoloration that you may otherwise get from picking. And this Hero Cosmetics is really well known for their acne patches, and this one in particular, Mighty Patch for Dark Spots, that retails for $13. So not only is it going to be an acne patch that's going to help with your acne, but also contains tranexamic acid, vitamin C, and glycolic acid within the patch itself that's going to help to improve hyperpigmentation while working on reducing the inflammation of your acne. So certainly something I recommend if you are prone to post-acne marks, and also if you are struggling with just a really painful zit that you want to have it heal a little more quickly while minimizing the discoloration. This is one you can literally slap on during the day or at night when you're sleeping. These are my top products that I recommend that you can use safely during pregnancy to fight hyperpigmentation. I hope you enjoyed this video. Certainly, if you have any products that you use that you find helpful, please comment below. I would love to know. I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And you can find more information on pregnancy-related skincare content on my social media accounts here. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!